Could I bother you real quick? I'm just doing like a quick little social experiment for my YouTube channel, like essentially comparing $64 denim to $200 denim. And I was hoping that you guys would be able to help me out and pick which one's worth more. Yeah, so go ahead, feel them. Feel the, you know, the bits, the pieces. What's up, fam, and thank you so much for stopping by the channel once again from us over here at Locust&WildHoney. So Pacsun just went live. The fog release just started. This is actually going to be completely impromptu because it was supposed to go live at 9 p.m., which was like really unexpected, but sure enough, there's been a ton of surprises with regard to this Essentials release. Here's the deal. I'm going to be going live in just a second, just to like kind of walk you guys through everything and things of that nature. And this is kind of like a first world, or I guess like a first person experience of what exactly you can expect during these drops. Just a couple things that I am going to talk about in the live is the stock numbers, what to expect. Certain things are restocking from previously, and yeah, it should be a good time. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this live stream started. Let's hit live and then bang. Started earlier than we wanted to, but I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it. All the Jerry boys are probably gonna be in here, and the resellers too. And anybody's welcome at this table, no judgment here. Fresh off the Facebook group, guys, the site did just go live. Pretty true to form. This is actually not from myself, but dude, Jamie, you are the plug. Jamie the plug, wow, that's not the first time I've said that. But as you can see here, he is linking backdoor links. He's hooking it up with everything here. It's so tempting to want to buy everything, man. We have the sweat shorts here, $70. You know, you just get that feeling of FOMO, but I want to wait till tomorrow to actually have this stuff in hand. So, yeah, man, this is it. This is the fog drop. Woo! All right, guys, so I just got done with the live stream. Honestly, I went back to back, which comprised like almost 3 hours. I'm exhausted, but I feel like it was very successful. It seems like everybody was able to get exactly what they wanted at the drop. I'm actually waiting. I hope I don't regret it, but I'm waiting to get my stuff in store tomorrow, and hopefully that pays out well, man. Anyways, guys, I will meet up with you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna have dinner right now and go to bed, hopefully relatively early. That way I can wake up bright and early and get to Pacsun to hopefully get the stuff I'm looking for. If you were in the live stream, comment down below that you were in the live stream. Appreciate you all for getting there. It was a decent amount of people. I feel like it was like, you know, at its peak it was like 240, which was higher than normal, but that was really awesome. It's cool to really, you know, engage with you guys and all that good stuff. But anyways, guys, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Appreciate you all. And yeah, I will see you in the morning. What's up, everybody? So the time is currently 9 a.m. I actually had a pretty unexpected morning. I ended up waking up at like 5:30. I just couldn't go back to sleep. So I decided to go get some shots up. I went to the gym, had coffee, had a little bit of breakfast and all that good stuff. And now I think I'm gonna go ahead and head out to the mall. I kind of been taking my sweet time. It's about an hour away from the store opening, so I don't know, man. I honestly think I'm gonna be fine. I know certain things are limited, but I really don't expect too many people to be out there. Also, it is raining outside, so I think that'll work in my benefit, to be honest. So let's go ahead and head out. Yeah, I'm running late. It's 9 o'clock, but let's hope this stuff is sitting. All right, guys, so we just arrived to the parking structure of my local mall, and it is raining freaking cats and dogs. All right, let's just get through this. It's actually not raining too bad, but it's enough. So let's go ahead and head inside. I hopefully can get into the mall itself. Generally, it is open, so employees can get in. We're good. So as I already stated, I am running pretty late. It's 9:15, but I just hope that there's nobody in line. Let's look upstairs, and it's halfway open. Doesn't look like there's anybody there. That's great. That's great news. All right, guys, so there's literally nobody here in front of Pacsun, and it is empty. Honestly, guys, I'm not surprised in the slightest that this drop is the way that it is. At the end of the day, this stuff is really simple. Fear of God is a very simple aesthetic. Although, like, you know, for a minute, you know, you had people like Justin Bieber and celebrities and stuff like that wearing it, and people still do. The hype isn't, you know, as much there because it's not as limited, if that makes sense. People are gonna say fog's dead and stuff, and in my opinion, and I've said this before, it's dead to the people that's supposed to be dead to, you know? Fear of God was, I don't think it was ever meant to really fully be a hype beast brand. It was just kind of adopted into the culture. And there's nothing bad about being a hype beast. If that's, you know, where you fall into, you know, by all means. My little brother loves, you know, being a hype beast. It's like, you know, it's a part of who he is. But yeah, I'm truly not surprised that the drop ended up the way that it did, and I'm as lonely out here as I am. I guarantee you though, like once, you know, a pair of shoes release or something that people think that is of resale value, that's what's gonna bring everybody out. So I went ahead and went to Starbucks, got coffee. Still nobody's here. It is currently 9:30, 30 minutes before store opening, and I put it on my Instagram. It's so funny because some of you guys sent me like videos of you guys, like, you know, at the drop and stuff, and it's literally a ghost town. Getting DMs saying, damn, no one came, no lines. So a lot of people are actually surprised that, you know, it's pretty much like dead. But like I said in the live stream yesterday, as well as a few times during like the past week prior to this drop, honestly, like what this has become, this fog drop, oh Lord, here we go. My arch nemesis has come to ruin my life again. Just like old times, eh guys? Let's hope he doesn't say anything, and he probably will.
You gotta erase everything you got.
Why is that?
You cannot take the structured photos.
Alright guys, so as it turns out, I guess there's no filming in structures after 9/11, or since 9/11. That's what he just told me. And he said that the last guy who was filming in here had the sheriff called on him. That was me. But that actually wasn't the reason. It's because we're in here too early. I don't know. I guess I'd have to check with the mall actual security to see if that's actually a rule. But for the time being, I won't film in here, and I'll just wait till I get inside. So I'll see you guys inside. Hopefully they let us film inside at least. Going to try the denim right now. Had to buy it first, which is ridiculous, but really looking forward to sharing my experience with you guys when I get home. I definitely suggest you watch the entirety of this video because this is gonna be my last vlog at Pacsun. I think I'm breaking up with Fog altogether and just gonna stay with Mainline. I'm currently here with my photographer, Andrew.
What's up?
So we were just shooting and we're back here at Pacsun we're headed back to Pacsun because I bought a shirt that like the seam was completely just coming off. It was just like poorly done. I don't know with regard to quality control what happened there, but I mean, how bad was it, dude? Like,
it was really bad. Like all of it was coming out.
Yeah, and the shirt was 50 bucks. I'm not happy with this stuff, man. Like truly, it was just way too pricey. You know, the prices stayed high while the quality sunk pretty tremendously. So yeah, we're gonna head over to Pacsun right now. How's it going?
Please don't take any photos.
Oh, no photos? Okay. What's up guys? So I decided to take you with me. I'm shooting here with Andrew. This guy is a very, very good photographer and he's decided to help me out. So thank you, brother. I really appreciate it. I just kind of found this random location under a bridge. So hopefully we can get some like cool shots with the essential stuff. If you guys are wondering why I'm wearing my hoodie so weird, I'm actually wondering the same thing. No, I'm just kidding. It's for the purposes of a shoot. We're just kind of imagining how the picture's gonna look and whatnot. So. What's good, everybody? Back here at the apartment, and oh my goodness, am I tired. Today was insanely long. Started off this morning very early and honestly never stopped, but I definitely wanted to finish off this video with a bang, going over each piece. Just before we get into each piece respectively, here is my receipt from Pacsun from today's purchases. As you can see, I spent $600. Was it worth it? I guess we're about to wait and see. So I'm gonna be going over each and every piece that I purchased today. It wasn't exactly a crazy big haul, but I got everything that I felt like was necessary for, like, I guess a review of everything, because I got at least one of everything. I didn't get multiple colors of each respective piece, if that makes sense. Although I had every intention to. I'll get into the reason why I didn't in just a little bit, but let's go ahead and kind of talk first a little bit about what I got. I'm not gonna get too far into detail. I will talk about in just a little bit, but just getting into each piece, I'm just gonna kind of show it to you and talk about sizing, and then I will go over opinions. So first piece here is this basic boxy fitting tee. It is oversized. I went with my, my normal size with fog, which is a small, and there's not really too much detail to it. You guys have seen this t-shirt time and time again. Next up, we have here a pair of the Essential shorts. I'll go ahead and take it off of the hanger here for you guys to show you. So these ones have a bit less of a drop crotch, if you will, relative to the last shorts, but they're also a bit shorter, so it might look a little bit accentuated, if that makes sense. But there's really nothing too crazy about these shorts in terms of design. As you can see here, just has Essentials. Again, I'm sure you guys have seen these already. There's not too much I can say about them apart from the fact that I did go for a size small, and that's not because these fit too much different from the previous ones. It's because I have been losing a little bit of weight, and the size medium was just a little bit too loose on the waist. But I'm happy with the way it fits. Next up, we have here the long sleeve shirt. Now this one is very interesting to say the least, just because the fit is a little bit strange. What I want to say just real quickly about it is I did go for a size small. Again, with my tops for fog, I go for a size small. And honestly, the whole thing fits pretty well. It's drop shoulder. Of course, we know that fog is known for having things be oversized, boxy, and drop shoulder. But for this piece specifically, the sleeves are insanely long. So regardless of what size you get, I actually tried a medium at first, but regardless of what size you get, the length of the sleeve is just the way it is. The way I personally wear it, which you probably saw when I tried it on already, was that I roll up the sleeves and kind of wear them higher. So that's what I do with that. Next up, we have a medium-sized hoodie. Now, this is something I found a little bit strange, as the size small was a bit too cropped for me, which is weird, considering the fact that I am on the shorter side. So I went for a medium, again, oversized, drop shoulder, boxier fit, just a black plain hoodie that says Essentials on the back. And I mean, that's essentially it. Next up, here is the denim. Again, I'm really only talking about sizing, and I will be talking about opinions towards the end of this video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But I went for a size 30 in these, and that's merely due to the fact that in store they did not have a size 31, which is my true to size. I tried on the size 32 and they just didn't fit me right. Not to mention that for some reason, the stacking and the way they tapered just didn't fit to, acquiesce to my request with regard to fit. I don't know if that made any sense, but they just weren't tapered enough, to be honest. So I had to size down in these, and truth be told, in terms of buttoning the pants, they are a little tight, but I feel like, in due time, I guess that'll just be my goals. But I will talk about opinions about these in just a moment. But yeah, that's pretty much what I did for sizing. You guys may have seen my Instagram picture that I posted today. You guys were complimenting the pants a lot, and that's really due to the fact that I did size down in these to make them fit to the way I like them. Last up for my purchases is the sweatpants. Now, I think that this is one of the more exciting pieces. I think literally everybody got this one. I was gonna get this in gray as well, and again, I will talk about in just a moment why I went ahead and just passed, but I had to get at least one pair for the channel. just to kind of show you guys in review. These are vastly different from the previous pants, namely just in the fact that the material is different, but also with regard to the fit, no zippers. They're a bit more simple, and I have nothing against them for sure. I definitely actually really like these, but again, I will speak a little bit more into my overall opinions with regard to the entirety of this drops. Now, I do want to put the disclaimer out there that I'm really not trying to be overly critical, but at the same time, I feel like I would be doing all of you a disservice if I just talk this brand up and didn't really give you my honest critiques and opinions. I just wouldn't feel right. I would feel convicted for doing that. I was talking to a bunch of different friends today about everything, about my overall thoughts, and they all encouraged me. I'm sure a lot of you guys might know them on Instagram and on YouTube, and they all encouraged me to just be honest. And that's what I want to do. I don't want you guys to think that, you know, I'm putting Fog down or anything like that, but I have to give you my honest opinion. Now with that out of the way, guys, I felt like this drop was absolutely lackluster. Now, I know a lot of you guys are saying, oh, it's garbage, it's not inventive, it's boring, so on and so forth. I honestly have no problem with the fit and cut of most of this stuff. I don't mind the design aspect of it. I truthfully, I don't think it's that bad. I personally know Fear of God to have this specific aesthetic, and they've always known for putting out simple things. That's what we come to know and expect from Fear of God and its diffusion line Fog. However, on that note of what we come to know and expect from Fog, what we come to know and expect is great quality. Sure, simplicity is key when it comes to this stuff, but honestly, guys, every time I've ever owned a Fear of God item, main collection, of course it's, really expensive, so the quality is gonna be there, the cut's gonna be there, the thoughtfulness is gonna be there. This release just felt like it had, honestly, with no disrespect to Pacsun at all, it felt like it didn't have anything to do with Fear of God, Jerry, or Fog per se, but it more so had, the fingerprints of Pacsun, or even worse, because, even Pacsun branded stuff doesn't come to you with, broken yarn and just all these malfunctions and deficiencies that would never get past quality control. It definitely felt like this collection was rushed and it wasn't thought out, because if I know anything about Jerry and his past creations, I mean, when it comes to collection 1, with regard to diffusion line Fog, or collection 2 even, all that stuff he's pumping out and pushing out was great quality, was really good quality. And I will go ahead and talk about the different aspects where I feel like there was a huge decrease in quality with regard to this stuff. And honestly, it's really disheartening. It really is, because at the end of the day, what are you really buying? What did Fear of God, what did Fog, what did Jerry, and what did Pacsun ultimately sell us? And at the end of the day, I really feel like they only sold us a brand. And I feel cheapened. Honestly, it sucks, but I feel cheapened. And again, I'm not trying to cast any shade or any aspersions towards anybody, towards Pacsun, towards Jerry, because I'm rooting for 6 collection to be amazing. I've already seen some of the pictures of the shoes and stuff, and they look great. I have nothing bad to say about these things. However, this is not Fog. This is not, the Jerry designs that we've come to know and love, solely due to the fact that it feels like the quality at all wasn't there. Now, getting into each respective piece, I don't want to go off on a tangent too long, but I'm getting into the pieces. So with regard to the t-shirt, I have nothing to complain about. It feels like the other one, so thankfully enough, there was no downgrade in that. Again, with the long sleeve, nothing to say, nothing bad to say. Honestly, I didn't expect anything much, just because we've never seen a long sleeve tee come out of the diffusion line Fog Essentials, so on. And so that's fine. The fact that the arms are long, that's completely fine. Just a different look, and I'm cool with that. But at the end of the day, let's go ahead and talk about the denim. This pair of denim is not worth $225. Honestly, I'm vastly disappointed in how these ended up looking. Now, first and foremost, I will talk into the positive things. The wash looks decent. It looks good. I mean, it looks like, there's a little bit of attention to detail. Now, I know you can't really expect mainline stuff, and it would make no sense for Jerry to cannibalize his own brand. I completely get that. but leaving out the back seams, I felt like that was something that he could have easily added and implemented into the denim. Honestly, for $225 for denim, I was just expecting a little bit more. I mean, we're missing a double waistband here. Generally, when denim is, you know, of solid quality and there's thought and like longevity like being thought about, there generally is like a double waistband to keep the waist intact fully, just so, you know, it lasts over time. Number 2, massive decrease in zipper quality. This was insane to me, and I wasn't the one that actually discovered this. I actually ran into a friend at the fog drop, J-Rob. I'll go ahead and show you a clip of what he was essentially saying and what he pointed out to me.
It just doesn't, it feels like the zippers feel like plastic.
They're so light, especially compared to the old fog, dude.
Like these ones are like sturdy.
Yeah.
Like you feel it, and it feels cold. It's metal, but this feels like
you can tell that Pacsun made this denim. Like, it's so light. It's so.
Yeah, it's pretty bootleg.
So this is what J-Rod pointed out to me, and honestly, I think he hit the nail on the head. The zipper quality doesn't even feel like the zippers from the shorts of first or second collection. Now, I can't say definitively if these zippers are more expensive or cheaper. They are a little bit more smooth, but time and time again, I kept hearing that the zippers just didn't feel as good as the previous ones. And that wasn't just from myself or J-Rob, but it was from other people as well. They just don't feel like, I don't know, good metal. Now, I'm not saying that the denim is bad at all. I do like the wash. I like the marbling here at the bottom. Like, it's not bad denim, but can I say that it's worth $225, especially relative to the fact that there are competitors out there that, in my opinion, and this is strictly my opinion, that make denim that's better, and it's way cheaper. Honestly, I refuse to believe I'm the only person that sees this. So what I went ahead and did was put it to the test. I went to Irvine Spectrum and I went to random people asking them what they thought was the more expensive denim. I brought out this $225 denim and compared them to a pair of $64 denim. And I just tested people. I asked them which one they thought would be more expensive. So that being said, let's go ahead and rewind to a little earlier in the day and see what people have to say. Could I bother you real quick? I'm just doing like a quick little social experiment for my YouTube channel. It's pretty much like predicated on if people can tell the difference between a $65 pair of denim and a $225 pair of denim.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah, sure.
All right, perfect. What's your name?
My name's Casey.
Casey, I'm Paul. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And then, yeah, I'll just take the denim out, just let you feel both of them. Just feel free to, like, you know, feel it, feel the zippers, feel like the pieces that comprise them, and I'm gonna give you the next pair here. So one of them is worth $225, the other one is worth just a little bit over $60. You feel like you have the answer?
Yeah.
All right, so which one feels more expensive to you?
This one feels like it should be more expensive, but I feel like this is the expensive pair.
A social experiment, like essentially comparing $64 denim to $200 denim. I'm not selling anything at all. It's from my YouTube channel. Would you guys be down to participate? Would that be cool?
Yeah, sure, let's do it.
For sure. Let's head over to the side here. All right, so one of these pairs of denim is worth $225. The other pair is worth $64. And essentially, that's what it's predicated on. Can you tell the difference?
Yeah.
All right, is that cool? All right, so let's go ahead and get you the first pair here. So you grab those and I'll give you the other pair.
Fog essentials, fear of God, interesting.
Oh, so you know fear of God then. And there's no right or wrong answer to this, guys, just whatever you feel. I mean, feel the, yeah, one costs 64, the other one costs 225.
All right. I'm gonna say these are the expensive ones.
Those are expensive ones. And what about you?
These are
Those are expensive ones. All right, so you actually got it right. I'll ask you guys a quick question. It's for my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I'm not selling you guys anything at all.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right, just come over here with me. So I have two pairs of denim here. One of them's worth $225. The other one's worth $64. And I was hoping that you guys would be able to help me out and pick which one's worth more.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Simple enough? All right, cool. What's your guys' names?
I'm Candace.
Candace, I'm Paul. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Brindy.
Brittany?
Brindy.
Brendy, nice to meet you. All right, so I'll give you each a pair of denim. I'll give you that. I'll give you these. And yeah, help me out. Help me decide which one's worth more.
This one's more expensive?
This one's more. You want to feel it first before you go with that answer? That's completely fine. There's no right or wrong answer. You can stick with that. Like,
I'm gonna
No pressure.
How long would it take?
5 minutes at most.
Okay, that's cool.
All right, cool. Let's go in the shade.
Just asking questions.
Yeah, I'm essentially gonna ask you guys to feel 2 pairs of denim.
Okay.
One's worth $225, the other one's worth $64.
So like those BuzzFeed videos kind of thing.
Something like that, similar. Can we go in the shade? Is that cool? Yeah, so go ahead, feel them. Feel the, you know, the bits, the pieces, the buttons, the zippers at the bottom. That's a huge part of it. Feel the ounceage. Just everything that comprises the denim. If one of them looks like it's, you know, it took longer to wash it to that color or anything of that nature, like, you know, just a couple things to survey. This one is $225.
From like background knowledge, I feel like it takes more like.
The distressing.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Anything else? Heavier?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What's up, brother? What's your name?
Michael.
Michael, I'm Paul. Nice to meet you. So today we're gonna be kind of just showing you 2 pairs of denim. Essentially just comparing them and, oh shoot, security. Essentially just comparing them and seeing if you can tell which one's worth more. One of them's worth $225, the other one's substantially less at $64. So let's go ahead and check it out. So here's the first pair. So I'll go ahead and feel the zippers, the buttons, the denim ounceage. Feel free to look at them and stuff like that. They feel good, All right, so let's get you this pair as well.
This one's heavier.
That one's heavier?
Yeah. So yeah, way heavier.
Way heavier, okay.
Zipper wise,
Yeah.
I always check inside of my pants when I buy pants.
Oh, for sure. Not bad, eh?
No, definitely not bad pants. I just know that these ones are heavier.
Yeah, those are heavier.
Yeah.
So in your opinion, which one is worth more? Or not worth more, but which one do you think is more expensive?
I would probably go with these ones.
Those ones, for sure. All right, cool.
Do you guys have any like clearance from management to do any filming here?
No.
Hey, you guys need to have management clearance.
Okay. My apologies, man. So sorry about that. Wait, we were just wrapping up anyways.
But yeah,
So
if you just wrap up,
yeah.
feel free to shop and stuff. But usually
Alright.
what you can do, you can call or email management.
Okay.
And then there's a paper and email. That,
Okay.
So if, you know, we can come up to you guys and say, hey, you know, do you guys have going to do this? And say, yeah, I have this email from management.
sweet. All right, that sounds easy enough. Thank you for being so cool about it. Generally, like security people are like kind of gnarly, but I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we'll just wrap it up real quick and then we'll take off. I'm just recording him.
Yeah, I just need you guys to wrap up now. That's for management.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to present day. So without further ado, let's go ahead and finish up this video with looking at these last pieces from Essential. I'm gonna clump them all together just because they are made of the same material and my overall opinion is essentially the same. Now, before I get into it, first and foremost, I do wanna say I have nothing bad to say about how the fit or how these look per se. I don't have anything bad to say about the design. I actually really am fond of the pants specifically. In fact, I did state earlier that I didn't buy another pair, which I actually had intention of buying the gray pair as well as the black. But the reason why I didn't end up buying them is because I have almost the exact same pair in gray, same color and everything, and they fit and look and feel exactly the same. You buy Fog because you're getting a cool piece that looks cool and generally is essential even from collection 1, but you expect great quality, especially for the top dollar that you're paying. Now don't be fooled, guys, you are paying top dollar. Fear of God mainline shirt, it's very, very highly priced, and this is most definitely a diffusion line, but don't get it twisted. $100 is not anything to scoff at. That's a lot of money if we're speaking realistically. Now here is where my frustration lies with regard to these last 3 pieces. They're not made out of French terry material. We've seen that time and time again in Fourth and in different collections as time has progressed from Fear of God. But in all honesty, this is just fleece. Now there's nothing wrong with fleece per se, but fleece should never be $100. Do you know what it feels like? It feels like I was sold a brand. I don't feel like I was sold something that was designed or curated or even thoughtfully put together. I feel like I was sold a brand, essentially because it says Essentials or because it has Jerry Lorenzo's name on it. I should buy it and I should pay top dollar, which is ridiculous. Here is a pair of fleece sweatpants that I purchased at Walmart for $12.97. I was just shopping around about 6 weeks ago. I saw these sitting there. Like, hey, I think I could do something cool with these. What I ultimately ended up doing was just putting the drawstring in that was gifted to me from a brand and kind of calling it a day. Now, there's nothing bad I can say about them. They're fleece sweatpants, very, very comfortable, baggy, just like these ones back here. And honestly, they fit almost exactly the same. Construction is the same. The feel of the material is the same. The weight is the same. Honestly, there's not much I can say that is different, or if anything at all. But let's go ahead and show you guys in detail. So here are the essential sweatpants. This is the elastic band that goes around the waist. Comparatively, here is the Walmart $12.97 sweatpants, which looks almost identical. Moving into the pants themselves, I don't know if I can really depict this properly, but hopefully you guys can see it's just fleece. They are exactly the same weight. They feel exactly the same. And with regard to the cut, exactly the same. I can't like really show you that per se, but they literally are cut exactly the same. These were $12.97. These were almost $100. Do you understand where my frustration lies? I mean, I'm not even talking about brands that are direct competitors now. I'm legitimately just talking about cheap Walmart sweatpants. There's nothing wrong with Walmart sweatpants. I'm not saying that, don't hear me wrong. That's not the point I'm trying to make. I most certainly didn't expect to pay $100 for fleece sweatpants. Of course, I went ahead and bit the bullet simply due to the fact that I wanted to make this video. And for so long, I've been a huge fan of Fog, a supporter of Jerry Lorenzo. It's been a huge staple on this channel, and I've been there from honestly the very beginning of this diffusion line. I don't want you guys to hear me wrong. Honestly, I'm a fan of Jerry Lorenzo. You all know that. I'm probably, you know, in the top tier of Jerry boys. But at the end of the day, man, like I just didn't expect this poor a quality to come out that Jerry Lorenzo would sign off on. I'm just disappointed. As a Fog fan, I'm simply disappointed. I mean, come on, man. Fleece? A fleece hoodie. That's what came out of this essentials line. It's not French terry. I mean, I feel like I sound like Allen Iverson right now. It's not, it's fleece. Again, I have to reiterate it, guys. Please don't hear me wrong. I'm not throwing any shade. I'm strictly giving a critique. This is strictly based off of my opinion. I've just been fortunate enough to see Collection 1, how awesome it was, a diffusion line from Mainline. And ultimately, this is what we're handed. Now, if you guys are paying $100 for a brand, we don't have to even talk about the different streetwear brands that directly compete with Jerry. Let's talk about a brand like Quicksilver or Roxy or Volcom or whatever. If you would be upset and hold a high standard to those brands and you wouldn't expect them to sell you a $100 hoodie, in fact, you'd scoff at the idea of buying a $100 hoodie from a brand like that, or Hurley or whatever. It shouldn't be any different. It just shouldn't be any different no matter whose name is attached to it. Anyways, guys, with all that being said, I am hopeful for the future of Essentials. I'm hopeful for 6th collection. I sincerely believe the best is yet to come, and this brand can rebound from this. Of course, it all sold out, which, you know, naturally it does. But I mean, I do believe that bigger and better stuff is on the way. I just know that this isn't the best that Jerry has to offer with this line. I know that there's enough manufacturing out there, and if anybody from the Fear of God team or Pacsun team watches this, at these price points, you guys can do better. For your customers, you can do better.